Six Sages Gaming is brought to you by GamersGauntlet.net. Check them out for all your singles, sealed product, and playmats.
Alright guys, so we have for you some sideboarding options. So what's going to be very awkward for Chase, even though we've already discussed this and he knows, but he's still sideboarding like he doesn't. This deck actually switches into Dark Alice. So you have Dark Alice because we want to shut off his Necromancies and we want to shut off Fetal Movement and cards like that. Cats you just bring in because it's pure value. I put a Recollection of Dystopia in because it's just a good edict effect and it can play your God Art for free. And then a one of Glimpse of Kaguya just because it counters activated abilities. Obviously taking out the Gill, and then if we take out the Gill, we take out the 4 globes. So this is actually a very easy switch for me.
Alright, so looking through the deck, the Susan and the 2 Ames are not good against him. He's not playing any dragons, so Susan will never be cheaper. Ames, I'm just going to get 2 for 1 because he's got so much single target removal, so they're just kind of meh, in my opinion, against him. And the Flame King Shout, like the only things these really get rid of are the cats, which I don't really care if I'm using Pumpkin Witch to go for the one-shot kill. So these 5 cards are coming out, and coming in are 3 Heroes, Goddess of Jealousy, because A, I don't know he's switching into Dark Alice, so they're good against Globe. B, he also showed me Death Scythe, so that's just continuous value if he keeps getting that back, and I'm sure he's playing some other kind of regalia. I'm also bringing in 2 Glimpse of Kaguya because it stops his God Art. It also stops his counter activate ability. So if I really need a tutor to resolve, I can just glimpse the counter spell. So that's what I'm bringing in.
Alright, so we'll shuffle up real quick. Actually, I'm going to need one of these dice now, too, for keeping track. I'll be on the play since I don't know how to play this deck and just did so terrible that game. Wow. I mean, we both had a lot of bad misplays, though, so... Whoopsies!
Good thing it's on the internet forever.
Yeah. Man, those Six Sages Gaming guys are just awful. Yeah, at least we caught it in the same game. Like, we very clearly announced our misplays. Vomit.
Stupid Alice.
Shh.
Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever.
I love almost everything about this hand except the Maribel. Knowing the Lucifer is only a 2-of, we just kind of have to keep that in our opener. 2 removal spells and a Cheshire Cat. I mean, we're not likely going to hit that on turn 1, but in this matchup, we have time to draw into the sources, and that's pure gas. So yeah, we are happy with our opener.
I've been mulliganing these 2 cards, the 2 Necromancies. I don't really like them in my opener hand. I would like to draw into them and then discard them, or draw into them and then cast them. I don't want to start with them though in my hand. I have a Rookegg, a Prisia, and an Adabrawley. And because Adabrawley and Prisia can do some fun stuff, I'm going to keep those. And the Rookegg because it's Rookegg. So ship the Necromancies and draw 2 more cards.
Oh, you get to produce a will, deal 500 to me, and deal 400 to... Wow!
Yeah.
Alright, that's actually a lot of stuff! Surprise!
Oh, surprise Dark Alice.
Yeah, we want to at least do something with our will this turn, so we're going to pay 2 and be very sad about our life choices. Like, I just have to assume that he's going to attack next turn, so we want to shuffle away something. I'm not sure what that something is. We have Dark Farias, so go ahead.
Draw a card. I will filter because my hand is pretty bad. We'll ship one of the duplicate copies here and call Stone. And play a Rookegg. Pass turn.
Best news I've heard all day. Call a Stone.
Right now it is.
Alright, maybe we jumped the gun on that one. I don't want to lose 400 life though. I kind of just want to space time here. This way he can't use Cthulhu the next turn. He can't generate value that way. And he also can't buff it on our turn. Our stones really hurt us this game. Yep, we're just going to go ahead and do it and then feel bad about our life choices.
Now we'll search out another Rookegg. Because value.
I forgot to take out the pitch black moon.
Actually,
It could be worse, but
I will get a Guinevere because Guinevere's value.
and we're gonna hopefully start hitting some non. Or actually, the rest of the stones in our deck will be gas. So I can't cut a deck apparently.
Draw for turn. Call stone.
Show me that Lancelot.
That's a circus of value right there. Filter.
We're just gonna go ahead and block this based on what's in our hand. Save our life total a little bit.
Yeah.
And shuffle some things.
I'll pass the turn.
Cut.
No, thank you.
Draw. Stone. That's awkward. Well, I don't really have anything of super value to discard out of my hand, so the Soul Hunt's actually awkward. But allows us to leave up Stoning to Death for his next turn. Because basically our sequence of plays here want to be Soul Hunt into Stoning on his turn into Lucifer if he tries to play multiple Resonators. So we're 100% playing the Soul Hunt. I am just trying to figure out what in the world I'm discarding.
I'm done.
Thanks.
I will sacrifice Lance.
I guess it's just going to be the barrier.
Discard a Necromancy.
Feels good, doesn't it? Yep, and we're just going to say go.
Draw.
Again, this way we can leave up Stoning into hopefully Lucifer for our
Filter.
turn.
Check that.
I was like, stand by, what?
Stone. Lancelot.
Yep. Lancelot's fine. With the Necromancy trigger on the stack is we're going to kill the thing. I lose 30.
What? We'll put Necromancy in it. Okay.
Yeah, I would say I put it on there just while I'm tapped out. Draw, untap, call a stone. Yep. We're just gonna Windmill Slam the Lucifer here. He's gonna banish it. Gets Necromancy back in the yard for him, but hopefully it allows us to then have start gaining 9 life a turn, which is obviously very good against the more aggressive decks, and then we can still have 2 will to start eating stuff out of his graveyard. So it gives him the opportunity to have a very strong turn, but we'll see how it plays out.
Draw.
Unfortunately, the double Soul Hunt in our hand feels pretty awkward now, but I'm sure that'll come into play down the road.
Filter.
I'm going to try not to forget that I have a space time in the graveyard.
Hey. Hey.
So how dead am I this turn?
Not as dead as I hoped.
Actually, a Cheshire Cat top deck would be the bee's knees. Is it there?
Put one back. Rook Egg.
Yep.
We'll incarnate Cthulhu.
Yep.
Big one.
Yep.
Cut. This is a man. Yeah. Alright, I will not put it on Cthulhu.
Sure.
I will play Lancelot.
Ah, that's a bummer. Yep. Trigger.
Target.
Yeah. We are not going to block.
Okay.
So 8.
Yep. No, play Gwen. Pass turn.
Draw. Not gas. This way, if we try to attack into something of his, he can just Judgment of it. So it's a 3, a 2. Ugh. Not even Dark Alicing. Dark Alicing here.
Dark Alicing.
Doesn't feel that great. I need 5 cards removed for Schrodinger, right? For the first effect. It's 5 and 10.
Yes, those are the numbers 5 and 10.
I mean, we could space-time the Cthulhu, and then if he tries to win it, we can kill his Lancelot and still get value. And I really want to draw a card here. Not having instant speed removal is also super awkward for our hand, but maybe that's just how it's going to have to be. So we will space-time the Cthulhu.
Yeah, it's dead. I would rather let Cthulhu die than have him be able to gain life off of attacking my Lancelot.
Whoa, this is super awkward now. We have an option to clear the board and then just follow it up next turn and stabilize, but that seems like a super greedy play. How many cards do you have in hand?
3.
I'm at 22. How many resonators are in here so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. That's a very strong field movement. So I would just not gain any life, which would be also awkward. Alright, we are just going to swing at you for 9. Oh, I feel really bad about our life choices. So I discard. Keep both of these, discard these, I think. Ooh, don't discard Pitch Black Moon. So we are trying to play the Pox game, if you will, or the make him not have any cards in hand. God, it feels awkward. Right, and then obviously this is dying. Then I'm going to pay 2 life and Soul Hunt again.
Alright, well I'm going to activate Gwen.
Yep.
At that point. Discard that. And that as well.
Alright, and then we will say go.
Draw for turn.
And we basically have 2 separate, again, what's called Edict and Magic, but we have a Lucifer and a Dystopia, so we can at least do some crazy things on our next turn, and should be flipping Dark Alice.
Also. I will name Green.
I don't want to hear that.
I'll play Barrier.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Play Priscia.
Yep.
Trigger.
How many Necromancies? Is there only one?
Just one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 2 life to avoid 2 life.
Attack for 7.
Go to 11. It's awkward.
Pass turn.
Draw. So no matter what, I'd have to pay 1 to Judgment now. So 1 to Judgment. Remove 4 cards. Still take a lot of damage. Yep. 1 card.
1 card in my hand.
Man. That's loose. So we are not going to get the Judgment this turn no matter what.
You go Barrier.
Yep. Call a Stone. Do I need them? Yeah, I need the moon for the activation. We're gonna play the Lucifer here and take 5, and then
Take 5.
feel bad about 6. We're at 11, and hopefully get to gain some life, and then flip next turn. Everything's gonna be hunky dory, and we're not just dead.
My turn.
We're just dead to the reflect flip. I am.
Fetal is instant. Correct?
Yeah, it is. Like, did I even have a chance to remove enough resonators? No, because I'm just dead to the Prisia then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. All right, we were actually just dead, so we're gonna scoop this up. So the double Soul Hunt was probably just super greedy. So we'll play one more game. I'll be on the play
Again. God, I don't even ever get to
Stop. Not seeing any of my spirals feels really bad too. I mean, sure, if you have Necromancy in hand, it's just pure value for you, but still need to see those spirals early, or even some kind of scorns. Alright, no double Moonshade. So 4, 8. I took 12 damage off my stones that game, I think.
I mean, you were still pretty dead.
I mean, sure, but if I had 12 more of life, I was probably feeling at least a little bit better.
Moonshade's on top.
Just putting the barrier to the bottom. It's not what we really need to see in our opener, and we have some shuffles. And that's hopefully a lot better for us.
I've got the good red opener and 2 random blue cards, so I'm going to ship the random blue cards.
Just another red deck. Alright, we probably had the best turn 1 stone we could, and scoring you.
Womp womp.
Wow. Yeah, we take the egg because we don't want him to be able to tutor for it. The double Lancelot is super awkward, but that's the life we live. Yes, I go.
Draw. I will filter since I currently do not have a 1-drop. And we'll go ahead and put that on the bottom. And call stone. Red. I will pass.
Woo!
I don't know if you guys watch these videos a lot, but I am the master of calling turn 1 Little Red.
Your record is surprisingly strong with that. Awkward. So we drew the Izanami, which we know he has a Lancelot, and we want to maybe hold the Stoning instead. We can play the Izanami and then play the game where, yeah, he's going to hit us for 6 with Lancelot, but then we can at least revenge swing into it, and even though that's not really the best play either. I think we're just going to play the best of both worlds with being able to play the cat and then being able to shuffle away a card we don't want, and then still getting to score in this turn. I want all of these cards, actually. Well, I guess it's going on top. And then we are going to scorn again to take most likely one of the Lancelots. Yep, it's going to... That cat is super awkward, but we have to take the Lancelot. It's obviously one of the best cards in his deck. You know, we can pump it up easily with Necromancies and things of that nature, but seeing that he has a cat is also not the greatest for us, so we'll just pass.
Also, I will filter. Play go ahead. Pass.
Yep. Right. Draw. Untap some stuff. We did draw something that we want to discard, so that is fine, but we want to see if we want to force a shuffle or not, so we might as well look at the top card. So we'll play a Cheshire Cat, or maybe we'll just see a better play this turn. Not really. And I do want to shuffle, so this will actually be fine. We are going to hope you attack next turn, because I mean, we obviously assume that he's going to attack. We put a barrier on top again. That doesn't really do much for us. This way we can still leave up stoning and space time, which is just infinitely better for us because, again, we get to draw more cards, or we get to remove 2 cards. So hopefully he's going to force a shuffle for us and say pass.
Draw for turn. Cover. I will call stone. Now I'll take 2. Play a cat.
Yep, you got a cat.
One back. Play a Ruke.
Yep.
Incarnate a Ruke.
Yep.
Get Christian.
Okay.
Cut.
You're good.
Attack you for 5.
Yep, 100% going to block because we needed a shuffle.
Incarnate another.
Well, now that's just rude.
Attack you for 5.
And you still have a little redstone up. That's awkward for us.
Good deck building.
We're just going to take 5 here.
I'm gonna sack the Cthulhu.
Sure. Defense does she have again? 4. Jeez. 400 defense would go up to 600 to get around the space-time anomaly that's in my hand, which feels terrible. I am puppers.
Incarnate Cthulhu. Or Annabelle.
Yep. So draw a card and deal damage to nothing.
Response?
We are going to, yeah, because there's 1 Necromancy, right? 1 Necromancy and a Cheshire Cat.
Yep.
We are going to eat those 2 cards.
I still shuffle, correct?
Yep. That was another one of those awkward judge questions that came up. I'm pretty sure it's still a shuffle of the effect.
Cut.
Oh, you're fine.
Draw. Play Glen.
Yep.
And filter.
So sorry, this has 2 counters on it now.
Pass turn.
Draw. Well, finally getting to see that wonderful card that we love and hold dear called Spiral. So we'll go ahead and Spiral.
Discard Annabelle and Guinevere.
You have 1 card left.
Uno card.
Wish we had 1 more will. This lets him draw with Guinevere, but at least it gets the Adam Broly off the table one way or another, so we are going to Soul Hunt. And this way we still have 1 will open in case we need to do something else. And I'm going to discard my Izanami because it gets value when it's in the graveyard and allows us to have basically another kill spell next turn if we need it. And we will say go. So, being in this position where we have 35 life and we can just start going through his graveyard if we really have to, we're finally feeling good about a game. I just again have to remember that this Izanami is in the graveyard.
What, Judgment?
Yep.
Take 2. Play her.
Yep.
Pass.
We'll draw. Eat Precia, I guess, just because it's on top. This will go to 3. I will untap. Math is hard. 2, 2, and 1 is 5, so I still need to play another. Bummer. Yep. We're gonna wait 1 more turn to possibly Judgment because we want to play this Cheshire Cat out of our hand and still have Will up for a possible double space time or double stoning. So Cheshire Cat.
Yep.
Wow, he has no cards in hand, so this is literally 2 dead draws.
Good.
I guess I only put 1 back. That's right. I want to put both back. I guess. Awkward. And we'll say go.
And your turn, I'll tutor.
Yep. The other good thing about this is we can also do stoning, let's say, into 5 counters on Alice, which is enough for the plus 500 effect, I think it is. Okay. I don't know. I think this is actually my first time ever playing Dark Alice.
Okay.
Now I think about it.
Draw per turn.
Yep.
Yes. For a recover.
Yep.
Sacrifice.
Sorry for the camera shake there, folks. Trying to play footsies with the mic stand.
Discard a card.
Yep.
Cover. Filter.
Yep.
Call stone. Take 2. Persia.
Yep.
Attack.
Oh, you can still buff it to 6. God, that's so awkward. We're just going to go ahead and use one of our stonings here. We're still getting thundered, but it's...
I'm going to sack.
Is what it is. Yep. We can go with 30.
Discard a Necromancy.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Draw. In our draw, you have 3 cards, right? 3
My
cards in
hand?
hand? Yes. Alright. Activate Izanami. Make you discard one of them. Untap. We're going to play a Spiral for the other 2. Go to 5 counters, which should be... Yeah. We shouldn't have to worry about anything that's going to be in his graveyard at this point, so we're just going to say remove 2 the Necromancies. There was 2 in there, right?
Yep.
This will go to 5. There's no barrier, so we actually get the Judgment this time. I forget if it's all Resonators. Yes. So we have to choose one, and we both lose all the things. Yep, that's annoying. So he has no hand, nothing. He can't tutor for a fetal. I mean, we're still at 30, so we're fine, but we are going to hopefully just got art and then go to town the next turn with what will be a 14-14. And say go.
This is on 1, wasn't it?
Yes, it should be on 1.
Filter.
Okay, I'll do this for people at home, I guess.
Cat.
Yep. Oh no, he's gonna catwall me. God, Art. Which, yeah, he put in glimpses, so it's going to be super awkward if he happens to have the glimpse after we emptied his hand, but those are kind of just the things you just have to accept. If they happen, they happen in the matchup.
Judgment. Pass.
Draw. We are going to be safe about this, so we know he has some cards in hand, and getting to play the scorn here gives us the information, and that was all that was in your hand. Alright, do we need Moon for anything? No. We are going to pay 2 for the Goddard, and then let's just look for deck, right? Yep. So we get a free Meow Meow. She'll go to 14. Yeah, 14. And then we will swing.
Okay.
And sync up.
Flip back. Draw. Filter.
Yeah, it's 10 cards for the other effect. Bummer. But at this point, we have a 14/14 J Ruler and a grip full of removal spells, so we're hopefully not feeling terrible about this. We don't want him to gain any kind of card advantage off of Guinevere, so at the end of his turn, we're just going to waste his stoning on the Guinevere. Start our turn, draw. That's an awkward draw. You have this Maribel. We're going to swing for 14.
6.
And then say go. It's 5 to activate, right? Yeah.
Filter.
So it only took 3 games, but it looks like we're finally going to win one for the Dark Alice team. Dark Alice / GIll deck. That's rude.
You don't want a second response so I don't draw a card? Come on.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to destroy my own regalia. You can have your stinking card. Space time the hair at the end of your turn. Draw. Draw for my turn.
Boop. Response tutor. Beetle. For 18.
How much is it?
18.
So we're still not dead. Good. Oh.
You win.
Okay. So it only took 3 games, and we both, or I guess I should only speak for myself, I horribly misplayed those early games.
So did I.
That was really bad. I haven't played this deck in a while, and Dark Alice I don't think I've actually played ever, so my apologies. Feel free to rip me apart in the comments.
Oh, they will. Don't worry, man.
They always do. Again, overall, if you watched our deck spotlight, make sure if you want this list, it'll be in the description of the deck itself. I definitely think it's a very interesting, fine deck to play at your locals. But again, if you're running against a lot of red decks and they have more of a burn package or what have you, it can be a little bit awkward. So this deck is definitely more meta dependent. You know, splits are also going to be a thing you have to factor in. In that case, just stay with GIll. But otherwise, Chase, what do you think about the deck that you played?
The Necromancy deck is fine. We added in the Priscias because it's like super powerful when you're going off with this deck with the Pumpkin Witches and all that kind of stuff. I did, however, feel it was a bit hard to get them into play, so maybe adjusting the stone base a little bit more would be a good idea.
Do you think just like one more green source probably for it?
Yeah, definitely need at least another green source.
So blasting waves for the deck break, so that way you can still cast your red cards and you still have the green splash would probably be the next stone you add, right?
Yeah, I would probably take out another Scorched Veils. I think we went down to 3 to add in another Moonshade, and Scorched Veils was the stone I wanted to see the least. So,
alright. Well, that's all we got for this week, guys. Make sure you check out the description. We'll have a link to the deck list for at least the GIll deck. Check out gamersgauntlet.net for all your TCG needs. Make sure to like, comment down below, or subscribe to the channel. A lot of that helps us, you know, get exposure and gets more people into Force of Will, so it's always a very good thing to do. And make sure to check us out next week when we have more videos and more Force of Will content for you guys. So, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next 6 Sages Gaming Duel Series video.
bye!
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and leave us a comment with what you thought of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to 6 Sage Gaming and check out some of the deck spotlights, Duel Series, and Force of Community videos that are already on the channel. We also have a Facebook and a Twitter, so feel free to find us there. Lastly, if you have a deck that you would like featured in a video, be sure to drop us a comment below. Until next time, take it easy.